I'm great. How are you? It's good to see you, friend.
What's up, wordsmith?
Wordsmith.
Yeah,
You've been reading.
reading is fundamental.
That doesn't mean that you're doing it.
Huh?
Stop, Brittany. I gotta start talking sooner.
Hold up, bud. How you doing? Why you gotta be? No, I don't have a reference. See, when you deal with Thundercats like this, Thundercats. What happened to you? Oh. Oh, Brady. Brady. I need to look at I don't really like it. Are you coming? You gonna sit there? This is wild like this. That's not true. Come on.
I'll see if we can find funky stuff because I don't really want any of us to sit here today comfortable. I want you to find a brand that you can be proud of and not something that's, like, you don't do it right like everybody else does it stand out. So I kind of want you all to, if you don't learn anything, learn to push the envelope, okay? Because when you push the envelope, it will be received as such. You can take a match. I got two. So like all the different school arts I've collected in the past. Probably 1 year. In a second, this is going to actually be live too. So don't do anything you wouldn't normally do, but just keep that in mind in case you do something. I don't care. It's your business, but I just want you to be advised. All right, and I'm not really gonna pass all of these out did she make it yet, Monica? Oh, good.
Come down here to my mom before. The other people are virtual mostly, and then other groups don't make it at all. I just have a young lady in Canada who's good. I think that's in Canada. I had to make sure, like last week, I had her test out the system to make sure she was called, and I have to like all this stuff. And so that works. But the webinar is going to be but then it's live broadcast. So, and if I make it something like today, it's going to be public, but for it, it's going to be just that so that afterwards, if you all do, you're going to have the opportunity to review. Because you're here in person, it's one thing, my mother, and like I was telling my mother, she gets off at 3:30. She is typically, and she works off of the big park over here. So she gets off over there, and then she lives off Christian Road inside, and she can be home by 4:30. That's like way. But she always there for people, and not even waiting to do halfway out of that. I literally live basically.
Look, because even in that time, now I can say it took longer than 10 minutes. I was like, God, this is horrible.
And all the way around from the Beach Street. We live off the tape, and it's already a lot of construction right there.
Yeah. Like I had to get her job, and I came back from there. So, that's fine. I was like, listen, if I take it back, everything, I was looking up to you. Everybody else doing the day. I was just like, oh, this is not gonna work. And I was like, okay, well, maybe it's 30. I said, 5 o'clock, it was that down. Okay, everybody still
It's a real bad. And then I see the home fight.
really.
And they had to shut down and clear that out.
That's what my mother said. I think at the time she might have been the in both ways. Stop. Like, just stop. Not no time. Boy, look her out. It's a man that was wrong. I know, right? Everything off of that. Can't help it. But it's all right. I'm not judging you. Keep me, baby. No, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes. I just have something that you always. Ain't it really? Marketing and branding and that shit. I know the one over there used to back it accidentally pick up and put something under it because you don't know where to put it. I gotta touch it. Why are you in here? Yeah. I mean, I just want to say something. If she had a sibling, she might not have hated it. Yes. And she didn't even know it.
That's one brother on her head.
Oh, really? How old are they?
How many brothers? 2 or 3?
Yeah. She didn't even say I heard that. Like, really?
She's 4 on that side.
And that she's the only girl, right? I just looked at it.
Oh. Yeah, I look. Come on, good.
They don't share now. Okay, you're not legal. You have everything you need.
That's a lot of spells.
Yeah, bring it over there.
Trying to get them in.
I might have to take
Right after breakfast.
I might have to take out the fridge. Right.
Yeah.
Oops. Did you get that email from me today? Okay, I want each of you to check your email. I would see if you got it. Register. It should send you notifications about the fact that it's starting, the fact that it's live, all of that stuff. So it'll update you on its own just so you don't miss anything. But if you never got my email, I don't know how you can get notifications. But it shouldn't matter. As long as you know what time we're starting, then just log on and it'll be live. You're gonna, yes, the link that it sent you, you can just log on straight there. You didn't get it at all? And say 4. Like a little bit before 4. Maybe like 3:40. Okay, so if you have registered already, that's great. Did you get it? No, because you don't have to. You won't have to be shown. All you need is to just have a live, Yep, this list. And you will have the ability to chat with me while it's going on. I know I emailed it to you. Okay, for you, Amanda, I have A-Dub. Your agency. And for you, Takia, I have Takia Rashawn. And throughout the night, please just try to keep you But listen, if you want to brand yourself, that is the way to do it. Why can't you looking at me?
I'm trying to see, like,
Keep an eye out, Mike.
gotta get tomorrow.
And how about the
Oh, the email?
yeah, but 403.
Oh, that is weird. I don't know. Okay, image because your personal image is created before everything branding and marketing related. I can teach you branding and marketing all day, but if you don't know how to brand and market yourself, then I have completely misspoke. You have completely misspoke. And I want to start with image primarily because if we don't have our brands yet, we have to understand that we are our own brand. Okay. Someone once told me that before people buy into you, they buy before they buy into everything that you do or whatever you offer, they buy into you. So you got to give them something that's worth buying into. Which for me, it means engaging with others because it's very hard to brand and market yourself if you don't get out there. Really, you know, a lot of times our things, our products, our services will sell themselves if we just go out. You know, if we just make ourselves visible to people. So when it comes to your own image, I would like you here to tell me what you think about Amanda. And what you think about be honest, because some help her. You can look at me, you don't even have to look at her. Unless you just want to get a fine of them. Well put together. What else? Tell me if there's anything what you think she might be able to work with. Come on, be honest. You say you do that? Oh, she can take it. Okay. All right, keep taking. All right, I want you to tell me about the song. I know y'all been seeing each other, so it's really hard to do this. But the are you boyfriend? Think about it. Let me get that clear. Okay, Ms. Veronica, tell me what you think about this. She's a bully, really quiet.
I guess when she came off in the room, you know, it's like really standoffish. I guess you gotta feel the room, you gotta feel, you know, who everybody is or whatever. I used to be like that, but now just like, hey, how y'all doing? You know, just to make get out, break myself out of it, and shot or whatever. You really just don't say nothing at all. So yeah, that's see maybe you need to work on it. Just say, hey, you know, and smile or whatever. You see, smile makes me really quiet.
Tell me something that Amanda might be able to work on. Yeah, I probably got 20 seconds for me here. Ain't there. All right.
I mean, I remember her from the vision board. And then you were walking around the room, so you know, have to talk to them. I didn't think but
I will say this. So two things. It's good that people don't have anything immediately that they can say about you to yourself. Very good. Right? At the same time, without them saying something about you immediately that they can take to their face become less memorable. You know, we remember most our bad experiences. Alright? We remember most and can talk about most the negative things that happen. That's not to say it have something negative, but that is to say you have to stand out. Alright? So I want you to ask yourself two questions. Well, four. Do I stand out? Okay? And you can write this down as homework. Okay? So do I stand out? And how?
We ask people that, but we ask them.
And ask, that's the question. Ask yourself, answer it for yourself, and then ask other people. Amanda knows how this goes. Okay, so do I stand out? How do I stand out? And then ask, am I memorable? Okay? Am I memorable? Okay, so what's more important than whether you stand out or not? Because if I stand out, I can stand out only in this moment. I need to stand out when we leave here. You see? So we have to, and not necessarily make a conscious effort to do so, but the more you make a conscious effort to become memorable, the more you make a conscious effort to stand out, the more effective you are unconsciously at doing it. So these days, when branding and marketing becomes new to us, we start doing things very consciously, very intentionally, okay? So that after a while, it's just, you know, like Veronica said, I do the same thing. I'm not necessarily, you know, comfortable in every situation, but if you speak in any situation, you become immediately comfortable, especially if you're the first person. Okay? Because we learn in speaking first, it helps us get over the fears of what other people are thinking. When you speak first, you start to not care. Because in speaking first, a lot of times people won't even speak back. I always greet people on elevators, right? But they don't always speak. These days, I'm working on going one step further to repeat myself. Okay? Because a lot of times they intentionally don't speak back. Because usually, I'm not going to say this publicly, but you understand why a person may or may not respond to me on an elevator. Okay? So, for that reason, hey, how are you? You know what I mean? And not necessarily touch the person, but we have to learn to get beyond what might be our initial step at taking the first step. We have to take that first step and a half. Okay? Because the sooner that we can take the first step and a half in new situations with new people, then if I'm in a situation where it's not just 15 seconds on the elevator, then I'm going to be more inclined to engage with people when I'm sitting somewhere and I have to stay in this. It's easy to say, hey, how you doing, and leave and go with a person who's walking and you walking too. But when you have to sit here with us, you're going to talk to us. You see? And so what I would say about branding and marketing, we have to understand, especially as women, in the settings of women, we have to learn to speak first. Okay? And these really are life skills, but when I tell you that these skills will transfer and be very profitable for you and your business, this is something that you decide right tonight, right now here today. Because if we don't carry over to your business, I learned. So I'm today I was running some errands. I had to go to Office Max, and so at Office Max, I walk in and they have the two doors. So they got the little main door, and then they got the little glass area where you still have to walk into another door. There's a guy sitting at the register on this side who saw me coming in, and I probably subconsciously didn't walk this way because there was a guy over here, and I didn't want to be bothered. So I go this way, but that was the exit door. So I and I still have to go there. So when I come here, he's laughing. And he's like, yeah, I saw you, go over there to the wrong door. And so we're laughing together. I say, you know what? I knew you were going to do it. And so I'm still walking and doing what I do. And he and I are having this passing conversation, laughing. I'm, way over here in the pencil section now, and we're still kind of laughing, which kind of made the whole entire office match lighthearted at that point because the girl who's taking people out, she's now laughing, the people are not laughing, and by the time I got back to the register, he was still at the register doing whatever it was he was doing. Some other young ladies ended up doing the same thing. They were coming out of the entry door, and so I looked up at him, and he said, and so everybody's laughing. And so now when these ladies pass me, I said, see, he's just over here judging people. Y'all don't even worry about it. He's been judging people since I came in here, right? So what I did in that moment, and I judge me all the time. It's not really a judgment, it's an assessment. When I come and I have these coaching sessions, people kind of feel like, I don't know if you feel like I'm putting on a show or what you think. I'm not putting on a show. This is me. I'm very jovial, cordial, all of that type of stuff. I do it in my personal life. I was whistling in the store. And people see me and I'm happy and I'm friendly all the time with my parents and all this stuff. It really is my life. I whistle. Now, who do you know that whistle? And my point in saying all of this is that your brand, I'm not wanting you to do something that's different. I do want you to push the envelope. I do want you to challenge yourself, but I want you to do it and still be yourself. You see what I'm saying? But be a better version of you. Be a more outspoken version of you. Be a more approachable version of you. And be a more, I don't want to say, just proactive. Be more proactive about your personality. The same personality that your close friends and family might see, that's the same personality that others need to see too. Because again, people are trying to buy into you. And when people buy into you, it ends up being, this place is an example. When people buy into you, your groups need to have breakfast when you come to their establishment. That is a perfect example. I never asked them that. I asked them, she and I come in here, I asked them one-on-one if I got some. They told me, right? The next week they called me and said, we're going to get to your home, right? Now, you have to be a good person for stuff like that to happen. And you don't have to be me for it to happen. And by me, I mean you don't have to come in here as frequently as I do. But you do have to make yourself friendly when you do come, right? Okay? And so, again, that feeds back to my point. If we learn that we are our own brand, okay? We learn that we are our own brand, then people, they will recognize who you are. And memorability does not come from just negative stuff. Okay? You can be memorable for other things. I become very memorable because my people always tell me that I'm always. And so you need to know whatever that thing is. And most of us already know what that thing is that people always remember about you. Highlight it. Do what you can to highlight it. If it's your personality, if it's your smile, if it's, in a lot of women's cases, this is great. Sex sales. Okay? Write that down. A lot of times when you hear the term sex sales, that phrase has very negative connotations in a lot of cases. I want you to flip your mentality, okay? Understand that you are a woman, okay? And there are things that we do as a woman that help us sell ourselves. Not that you're doing it or that you're doing them intentionally, but a lot of times you can't help it, But understand that your role on this earth as a woman puts you in place to benefit from things that men can never benefit. What man do you know that gets another man to open his door? What man do you know has a man walking him to the car, whether they know you or not? If you spend enough time in a setting with a man, especially if it's at night, he will ask you to walk into your car and make sure you're safe, things like that. You see? So what we have to learn to do as women is not to take any type of negative advantage of that, but learn how to allow people to treat us like women. Okay? As female entrepreneurs, business owners, strong Black women that we are, we kind of make the mistake of being too strong, too tough. And people see it, especially me. And what we have to learn to do is to be dainty enough to receive the benefits that come along with being a woman. Those same benefits very greatly apply to your business. Okay? I say so because when a female
female published this in my case, a book, more men buy my book in person than anything. Okay? And I'm talking about strangers, people I've never met. But it's easier for a woman to sell to a man, easier for a man to sell to a woman. So what you have to learn is understand that as fearful as most women are of other women, we have to learn to be approachable and to also approach men. Okay? And do so not flirt, do so not downgrading yourself, do so not altering your standards, do so with no kind of negative association to it. But what we have to learn as women is that, especially in corporate America, men and everybody else, including myself, we don't see ourselves on a worthwhile level. Okay? We view ourselves in corporate America as substandard. Okay? Most people view us as things we break stuff. But seriously, what I've learned, I was pretty successful in corporate America, and my first job in corporate America had me managed by a man, black man, who was only a few years difference in age from me. He taught me so much about how to maneuver within corporate America. His boss was a Spanish woman, only a few age difference in years from him. And they all taught me a lot about how to maneuver in corporate America, how to negotiate your pay, how to get what you came for, how to, come in here and do your business, leave, and whatever. But one thing he told me is how to be an IT next. Okay? That's what we have to learn. Okay? Most of us in here have bad apples. Okay? As friends as you all despise each other to be. That's just not the case depending on who you do. Okay? Because I know everyone in here will hashtag shut it down. Right? Okay? But what we have to know, yes you will. You feel like a lame woman. Don't. Well, hashtag shut it down. Don't stay on the sheets. Shut it down. Okay? What we have to learn to do, and this is how I've grown myself. Most people who knew me or know me know that I will shut it down. And I will tell you the truth. I deal with less issues than most people around me, apparently because I look like I will shut it down. Right? And I smile all the time. I don't know how a smile equates to will shut it down, but it works. And I'm glad that it works. My point in saying that is we have to learn how, even with all the shut it downness that we have to learn to do that in a pleasant way because we are professionals at all times. And if I can remember that I am a professional at all times, instead of being personal, I can still shut it down in a professional way. I can move past it because my feelings aren't involved. I'm still being professional in a personal situation. What we do as women is we get too emotionally tied to things. We get so emotionally tied to everything, which goes back to the corporate America thing. We don't know how to maneuver. We don't know how to have power and pressure at the same time. We don't know how to have passion. Let's change that. We don't know how to have passion and pressure at the same time. So that goes to love, that goes to power, that goes to control, all that stuff. We don't know how to do that and still just maintain who we are as a woman. Okay? So that's why you have to learn to be nice nasty. Nice nasty means really you just make your point with a statement, move on. No yelling, no screaming, no all that because it's unnecessary. Because why you fussing and cussing and all that stuff, that's still your brain. Right? Even if you're at the house with your boo. If it's your husband, if it's the children, that's still, you still are representing yourself. And when I say yourself, you're representing the gifts that God has given us to do, to be, to whatever. And so what I end up doing is that I am acting all kinds of ways. I'm disrespecting myself more so than anything. And you will learn that when you uphold yourself to a certain standard. I will tell you right now, through personal experience, even for myself, a lot of stuff doesn't even bother me. Okay? So we have to learn that we are our brand first. And if I can't be myself and be under control, then who am I representing?
You know, if you cut up, would you want to, be your client customer in any other situation? And if somebody comes and has your service, if somebody wants what you have, and you're acting up because they're acting up, that's not good luck. A lot of times we get challenging clients not to challenge them. It's not about them, it's always about you. Okay? You get opportunities to speak. And it's just the worst scenario ever. But you do your job. Because that's what they ask you to do. All the rest of that stuff is not your business. Right? They get on your nerves. I say you. Stay on your nerves. Does that mean that you don't do what you came to do? Does that mean that you don't do what they ask you to do? I have experienced one time as a photographer where the only reason I worked for a guy is because he was referred to me by a friend of him. Worst experience I ever had in my whole entire that particular job, right? Because I had some new experience. But I was supposed to meet him and his group at the landing at like 7 o'clock one morning. They never showed up at like 7:30 or something. They were saying, okay, let's meet somewhere else. So we meet in some old alley way on the east side. See, with my camera. I'm a girl. I ever been in guys. Now, I was not fearful, but that's disrespectful. It's disrespectful for you as a man to ask me as a woman to come use certain things. And as women, we have to understand that too. As females, we have to understand when working with men, we have to be concerned about their significant others, who might be their significant others. If you're having to spend a lot of time around this man, you gotta worry about your man. And so we have to do stuff in such a way to where we don't step on any toes, but you get the job done. And a lot of times as a woman, we gotta come in the front door, shutting it down. Right? Because I don't even want you to think sort of count that we possibly maybe could. No. You see what I'm saying? And so going back to my corporate America statement, one of my bosses taught me the power in a handshake. All right? So shake my hand. All right? All right? All right? Okay, now shake these other hands. You got to do 2 different handshakes. How does it feel? Yeah, so what was different? Hers, how was it?
She was like,
How was it, man?
more, get to the point. Hey,
Was there any love involved?
not hers, but hers.
Okay, I was trying to get up and shake each other's hands so we can get some more of these possessive. This is funny. You can shake the same person's hand again. Maybe they changed it now. So here you go. I'm going to shake all of you all's hands the way that I was talking, especially in front of me. So just hold out your hand, I'll shake yours. All right? Okay? So I noticed about you, Virginia, you really are not. This almost like she don't really want to touch you, really. It's like she really don't want to touch you, really. Yours is. It's a very, her handshake is just like how she presents herself. Very timid, very, it's like I want to be here, but I'm afraid to be here, right? Amanda's is, at the beginning of it, it's, one thing, and at the end of it gets real firm. So it's almost like I'm trying to be, but here I am really. You know what I mean? Okay, so I'm going to tell you what I did when I shook your hand. How it's called, especially when you're shaking a man's hand, because these are nonverbal cues that mean everything, right? So imagine if you shook a man's hand and you are not in here, you're in a social environment. This man could take that to mean a number of things. If you never say a word to him, he can take your handshake to be a number of things. So I want you, before I go on, I want you imagine shaking a man's hand, okay, in a corporate setting. So write down in the corporate setting what your handshake would mean to a man. Hey, honey. We're talking about handshakes at the moment. I shake hands. I did. That's your handshake? Okay, so knowing what your handshake is, right on the back of your paper, what you would think in corporate America, how would a man feel having shaked your hand? And it has nothing to do with yeah.
Say that one more time. I didn't.
So if a man shakes your hand, because I was talking about in corporate America how men and women are used differently. If a man shakes your hand, the way that you shake a man's hand, what would he feel about you based off your handshake? Okay? So are you finished? Now, underneath that, if you were in a social setting, and by social I mean nightlife, if you're in a nightlife setting and a man shook your hand, how would he feel about that?
About my handshake?
About your handshake. What would your handshake imply or mean or, you know? All right, so first is corporate setting. The second one is the nightlife setting. And the third one would be a business meeting for your business. If you're in a business meeting for your own business and you shook a man's hand the way that you shook my hand or everybody else's hand, what would that man think about you and your business? All right. Now, everything that you're writing down here, I would like for you all, and I apologize, I meant to bring you some composition. But I want you to start a journal about this journey that we're going to be going down. So I want you, and you have something, so I want you to transfer your notes into something that you can journal about each question. Because over the course of time, especially at the end of this month, I want to see what has changed. I want you to be able to track what has changed. Because I can guarantee the stuff that I'm saying, especially if you use it. So I want you to see that those results can happen to me. All right, so tell me, in a corporate setting, the handshake that you gave me, what would a man think about you? You ready for business? Okay. What about you, Takia?
I guess that's not
Do you feel confident? Especially if it's a man, you know, and depending on how that man presents himself, changes how we gonna shake his hand. You know, and that's man to man, that's woman to woman, man to woman, same thing. Depending on how that person presents themselves, a lot of times you will assume a position based off of that person's position or how they present themselves. Okay, how about you? In corporate America, what would someone think about your handshake? That's it. You right on it. Okay. So tell me in a nightlife setting, what would a man think about your hand? That's you. Okay, now something. Go ahead.
down thinking.
You gonna play games? All right. What about you? Nightlife.
I'm interested.
Mhm.
I was everybody was socially.
I'm gonna tell you, Takia, in a nightlife setting, a man's perspective is totally different. In corporate America, he might come for business, not that most of them mean business on business. Go ahead, what you think? Flirting. Yeah, yeah. So what ends up being non-confident in a nightlife setting turns into flirting, turns into fair game, turns into a prize woman. So turns into them acting stupid. Right. And so this is is no critique or criticism of you. This is that we have to learn as women how to maneuver within different environments. And not to say that again, you're changing yourself, but you really almost have to. You know, and like I said, how we have to be intentional in some things that we do up front. After a while, it just becomes your nature. Now, not to say that you need to change who you are as a person, but that handshake always changes. Unless you flirt, now when you flirt. Yes. Yes. You see what I mean? And not that you got to do all the giggling, but we know that we do things differently depending on the person. You know, if he attractive or not, we're gonna do stuff different. If he likes men or not, we're gonna do something differently. You see what I'm saying? And not to say that you're necessarily interested, but it is to say that in this moment, on this day, I'm gonna shake your hand like this. See? So your same handshake, if your business meeting, what would somebody say?
I don't think they would take it seriously.
You don't think it's taken seriously? I'm glad you mentioned it. Oh, okay. Go ahead. Your same handshake in a business setting, what would somebody say about it?
So, this really focused for
Okay. And what about you, Ms. Leary?
business meeting or for
Your business meeting. That you mean business? Okay. I'm gonna tell you something. So what's interesting is that the same handshake in a nightlife setting might prove beneficial at your own business meeting. And I say so simply because, for one, you do want a man to take you seriously. So it can't be just a weak handshake, but it has to be a, I'm here and I'm ready to do business. Meaning that I'm not bigger than you. You cannot in a business meeting come off as too confident because nobody wants to do business with you. It intimidates them. You see? You know, so be confident, have your firm handshake, but as firm as I might be in corporate America, at a business meeting, I need to be more comfortable. So I changed, so here's corporate America. Come, let's demonstrate. So, corporate American handshake for her. This is how I'm talking shake hands. Especially with man. Put your thumb on right here in this little row. Okay? Okay, and I call it row because that's where it needs to rest. But this row really means the difference between everything. For one, I need to show you that I am embracing you all the way. Okay? A lot of handshakes that I got in this area, they don't even close. They're like, well, why shake a hand if you want to close your hand? You see? You know, handshake is the best breed ever when it comes to business stuff. It's the best breed ever when it comes to personal stuff because if a man shakes your hand, he respects you. Okay? What man you know shake hands in club? If a man shakes your hand in club, you might need to talk to him. That's all I'm trying to say. You get what I'm saying? Okay, so handshake is a form of respect and it's breathing. Okay, put your hand in the groove, do it firm. This is so that I can be taken seriously. I am a woman, but you are to take me seriously. Okay, and don't just do a hump. Okay, do a I'm grasping you all the way. Okay, that shows confidence. I'm not intimidated by you. Okay, follow through with the handshake. Okay, to show them that hey, I'm here. You're here. Let's talk. Okay, don't just burn this, but then move right away because that really still shows detachment. All right, don't be too rough on the people. You can hurt. Okay, so here we go. Corporate handshake. All right, when you're shaking someone's hand, look them in the eye. Try to do it for the duration of the handshake. Learn how to hashtag shut it down. Okay? Because some people, especially men, they be trying to hold on your whole life. You're not done. You see what I'm saying? So you're in control of this handshake. Right now you will learn this. When you go to your job, I want you to practice this. Shaking hands at the water cooler, shaking hands, you know. But learn that you are in control. Allow it to happen long enough to be able to make a connection, but not long enough to where it grows. Now that can change stuff. You know what I mean? Like how they well, no.
So how you just like when they doing it either? Or
Yeah, you can because at that point it became disrespectful. And I'm not in the business of having y'all shake hands and be disrespected at the same time. You know what I mean? So, and don't do it in a rude way, but okay, but especially if you have to shut it down, continue looking that person in the eye. Okay? Don't allow because somebody is doing something stupid to make you be like, and turn away because then you've lost all the confidence that we just created. Right? So if you have to shut it down, yes. How are you? I'm good. Are you good? So now, what I was saying, being my point there, is that at my business meeting, as firm as I need to be to show confidence, to show that you can just trust. There's trust in the handshake, there's respect, there's confidence, and there's warmth. In a business meeting, I need to say, hey, how are you? I'm so glad to have you here. So glad that you can come. If I'm doing a business presentation or something, everybody that I meet, I should almost be able to touch you and, hey, I may not know you, I do hugs, right? I'm not the most funny person, but when you come to my stuff, I want you to know this is a family. We're gonna hug. You see? So at a business function, or especially when you're presenting yourself to somebody, man or woman, make that person feel, hey, how are you? Yeah, okay, good. Look them in the face the whole time. But show them that it's not a game. Show them that you're sincere with it. And at first you might not be sincere, that's why they gotta practice on each other. Okay? But what you want to show in a business meeting versus corporate America, we're not here to split. Okay, we're here for a job, and no matter what my role is, I might be the assistant to somebody. But when he shakes my hand, you better know I'm boss. Right? Because that's how people are going to engage with you based on how you present yourself. But like I said, in a business presentation of sorts, thank you so much. You're a great But in a business presentation of sorts, you want to be able to make a person respect you, trust you, and feel connected all at the same time. In corporate America, I don't need you to feel connected to me. We're not here to connect. We're here to do a job. Okay? So I want you to, in your homework, to practice giving and receiving handshakes. So with each handshake you have in this next one, and I feel like you should double them for what they normally are. So double them if you shake a lot of hands, then you need to shake a lot more hands. And if you're not shaking your hands, then you need some hands to shake. But when people are shaking your hand, I almost want you every time in your mind to judge the person. Okay? I want you, based off of their handshake, to judge them. And then I want you to think again to see if that handshake is an accurate reflection of that person. And in situations where it matters, I want you to give that person feedback. Okay? I also want you, and church is the best place to shake hands because they do a lot of it at church. Right? So when you're at church too, I want you to, when you're shaking people's hands in situations where it matters, I want you to ask them, hey, how does this handshake feel? If it's a godfather or if it's your daddy or something, and not to say that they know the background of the stuff I'm talking about, but they will know how to assess you based off your handshake. Okay? Now, do you understand why this is important? Hey, anybody have any questions as it relates to being a woman in a business arena? Okay? All right, so I wrote down some notes as you were talking. We talked about how sex sells. Sex does sell, but don't sell yourself like selling on the corner type selling. That's a different type of sale, one that we're not going for. And don't allow your sex to sell so much that it causes you to be disrespected. Okay? So, since we all are women here, I'm shapely. I can't help it. Okay? Sometimes as a shapely woman, as much as you try to dress down, you can't help it. In some areas has to be dressed up, right? You don't try it, you don't even like it, you call your mama and you tell her that you have problems with stuff, right? Understanding our body shapes, what our bodies do, how our bodies do it. We have to learn this stuff when we're around men and also when we're around women. If you're dealing with older women in a business setting or something, you have to understand that so that you can maneuver even in your attire accordingly. Okay? Because there's a lot of old school thinking, and I'm not judging it, but I am saying it exists. to be aware of those things. So if we're having different meetings, various things, if I'm having workshops or speaking engagements, a lot of times I don't even know who's going to be there. But I need to dress in a way that connects with every age group. Okay? I have to be respectable enough to be able to get the respect of the older women, but I have to be funky enough to get the respect of everybody else. You see? And also, if there are younger women in the room, I have to be cool and hip enough to engage with them as well. And I'm talking about before you ever open your mouth, you have to get all this stuff done. All right? Which means that in some cases, I was talking about this recently, how whatever you wore last season might not even fit you this season. And I'm not talking about your body as much as I'm talking about the shifts that each of us is going through right now. So that means that this month, I want you all to go through your closet and stuff that was last season, and I mean last season of who you used to be, get rid of it. Stuff that is the you that you're trying to be. If that stuff doesn't measure up, get rid of it. And I say so because you will find that if you don't do it right now, you end up getting rid of it anyway. Because the woman that you're striving to be, they don't even, like, I went through myself, like, why did I even buy this? And why did y'all even let me wear this? What in the world? Now, mind you, it wasn't, disrespectful stuff or anything like that, but it was like, oh. And she wasn't, on the street or anything, but she, I used to go to these all the time. And to this day, I still do. I wear my shoulders out a lot. I just like to be comfortable. I don't want to be all balled up and, too much stuff on my neck. So, understanding who you are, embracing who you are, find an attire that fits, but not too stuffy. Okay? Because when you become too stuffy, a lot of times you're like over the head of people. You see? So when I have my speaking engagements, like today, I'm actually very dressed up, right? But I'm dressed up and you don't even know it, because I'm very comfortable with it. And as much as this is not supposed to be down that low, it's still down that low. But does anybody feel some type of way? If you do, my bad, I didn't do it on purpose. But you get what I'm saying. If your wardrobe fluctuates, you should still be appropriate for the moment. Okay? If I come to business engagements, most times I will have my shoulders out. Like this doesn't have sleeves on it. But I went back to the house just to get my blazer, my jacket. Because you will understand too that whatever you wear also helps you as you prepare. If I had my shoulders out, I might not be as comfortable. Not because I'm insecure about my shoulders, but because that is really inappropriate. Like sometimes you go to church and you wear a dress that you probably shouldn't have worn. You're like, I can't even go around all the way. Then you send the baby up there. You know what I mean? So, back to my original statements that brand is all about your personal image and sex sales. We have to sell, but not sell to, don't pimp yourself, but understand that you need to assume the position of a woman as much as possible. Be a woman that's in control, but still be a woman. Okay? Because what we have to learn to do as business women is to be comfortable enough to help ourselves. You see what I mean? Because sometimes we're so strong and so bold and so ready for business that if something else were supposed to present itself, it can't because she wants to survive a level. And I really want to help her business, but she don't seem to touch me because that handshake was too firm. And again, people aren't literally having these thoughts, but subconsciously that is exactly what happened. Okay, so as much as I come here to do business, what if I came here and did nothing but have me? Never once engaging with them, never once, making myself personal, never once hanging out afterwards, only coming on the same days I do my meetings. Y'all could not have breakfast that night. So we have to make ourselves go outside of ourselves sometimes, If she's a poet, she just can't come to the poetry spot just when it's her turn. You see? Because for one, if she does that, nobody even knows who she is when it's her turn. Okay? And in other cases, you'll know which scenario applies to you, but what we have to do is do things that take us outside of ourselves so that when it's our time, that you get more support than you ever expected. When it's your turn, you get more resources than you ever expected. When it's your turn, you get more perks than you ever expected. And understand that whatever perks or resources or anything that comes to you, it filters down to the rest of your team. Like in my case, you all reap the benefits of whatever I do, and we all be surprised, like, oh my God, I think that's great, you know. And so, in saying that, I want you to understand how humbling some of that stuff is, but how much it means. Okay? Very simple stuff, but means the world to my business, my brand, my personality. My personality, to tell you the truth, gets me more business than anything. All right? And I will say this, that did y'all see that person going that way? Was I seeing? They going the wrong way down the wrong way.
Oh wow, no, I see that. I did.
It's probably been on today. Look, it's everybody's just been stuck in traffic.
I knew that wasn't the right way, but when I came this way, then I back that way to that parking spot. So I wasn't gonna turn right on. Back over to the parking spot. That's what I did.
And so the point there is you got to be resourceful. You got to do the best you can with what you got, right? So as women, again, we have to learn the value of personality. Okay, the value of a smile, and not just a smile to a man, but a smile to a woman means everything, because you have hurt like in the okay? And so again, when you get those hurts, we have to learn to extend them to our sisters. The things that help us, we have to learn to help others with those same things. Because when I became a published author, I benefited mostly from other female published authors. People who I had actually asked to help me publish my book, who told me no. Now at the time, it makes you feel some type of way. But the point was, they wanted me to see that I could do it by myself. Like, no, Tanisha, I'm not going to work with you. I'm not going to charge you for something you can do for yourself. And that makes sense. Now, in cases where people are completely helpless, help them. But in cases where we can make people more resourceful, we have to learn to do that, because as resourceful as she is, that helps me out. Because I'm linked to her. I want her to be a coach. I can't wait till she be a coach. I'm going to be a whole certification so the two of them can become coaches. They don't even know. Just for them. And the rest of y'all become coaches too, because that is great. Because as much as I have coaches on my team, I don't have to do these things all the time myself. That's building up my brand, right? Selfish, and they don't even know. But they glad that a little certification program coming along, right? But that's how we're my brand. So that's what we have to learn. As much as she can teach other people how to make, good, great, because she's not going to be able to fulfill every order. Just can't. And we're hoping for the days that we can't fulfill our own orders. We're hoping for the days that I can't speak at everything I'm asked to go to, but I know she can do it just like I would. If not better. And when you say that, or when you want that to happen, you're not asking that person to duplicate you. You're asking them to connect with the crowd just like you would in their own way. Okay? And so that's what we have to learn. As much as we're building these people around us, we have to learn that they will not do it our way. They cannot do it our way, but as much as we feed into them, they're going to do it their way, and they're going to do it both self and pristine. Write that down. Yeah. That's how we talk about selling the same. I don't know who this is calling me. Okay. So, earlier in talking about being a woman, I'm gonna rush through this part because I really want you guys to get to this part about your brand. When we talked about being a woman, we all mentioned that every woman in here looks friendly, right? Miss Sherry, can you tell me what you think about this young lady right here?
Well, based on this anything, I think she may be friendly and approachable. And
we think.
I think she is a person that will, I don't want to be making up something.
But just if it's what you think, that's fine.
Yeah, I think she's approachable person, friendly, and engaging person.
Tell me what she can work on.
Being that I don't know her, let's see.
And that's what people do when they meet you. They don't need to know you to think that you can work on stuff.
Now,
See, that's good.
because I like how
She can work on smile. Okay, so tell me what you think about Miss Sherry, and don't try to tell me. Everybody Wednesday, what is going on? In the water today because this whole driving situation today has been crazy. But go ahead. Don't try to get back at her because you need time.
No, I agree. She seems shy. I mentioned before. She seems shy, but I think she's a person once she gets to know you and she laughs and she talks. So she seems very shy and a little distant at first.
Okay. All right, good. So, Sherry, unfortunately, you were the only person that was not saying look friendly.
Well, that's something I can work on.
I'm gonna tell you, Sherry actually is probably the most. I wouldn't say she's awfully friendly, but she's very precise in her interactions. You know, I don't think she's gonna do some extra stuff in person. You know, but she's also not gonna fall short. So I think she engages on whatever level that needs to be happening in that moment. But virtually, she's the most engaging and posts all the pictures all day, every day type of person. You know what I mean? But in person, I think she's one of those people who, if I came here for this, I'm getting this. And if it's gonna be some extra conversations, that's cool and all, but I came here for this. You know what I mean? And so I would not say that that's a bad or good, because I do the same thing. If that's what I came for, then, so I'm taking a partial bias. But like I said the other week, we learned that even though we came for a certain thing, we need to get as much out of each moment as we possibly can. Which means linger. How I said, linger sometimes in places, or show up early sometimes in places. Or even if you came for just this thing, always leave a place with a new friend, a new contact, a new connection. And in order to get a new friend, a new contact, a new connection, we have to get outside of ourselves. Even though I really came just for the drinks, whatever it was, just for the breakfast, I have to get something more than breakfast. I have to get something more than happy hour or whatever. Okay, so what I wanted to say about that friendliness point is that in corporate America, it is a fault for you to appear friendly. It is a fault for you to appear too smiley. It's a fault for you to appear too dainty. And as much as these things are faults, if you are not friendly, that's also a fault. So it's like a really thin line that we have to maneuver. But you have to do it in a way that works for you, and it's also effective at getting the job. People, especially your bosses, especially if it's a woman, they have to know that you're a no-nonsense type of person. Okay, credible, trustworthy, dependable, but you can also be comfortable enough to have somebody give you some feedback. A lot of us can't grow because nobody can tell you nothing. And if nobody can tell you nothing, I don't even understand why you're here today. It's like I'm sorry to eat. So say right now, I'm not gonna refund anything, but I just hope that you would find yourself in the best position to receive. Not just the things that I say, but the assessments that these women give you, especially if it's coming from a stranger, the stranger really knows more about you than anybody else because you don't have any chance to lie to a stranger. You don't have any chance to give your stranger your representative, as they say. Okay? So, about this friendliness, I would say this: don't be too friendly. Okay? When you go to your job, friendly is not your job. Okay? Sociableness is not what you're there for. You're there to do a job. Don't let friendly be what someone always describes you as. Okay? Because friendly often is the same thing as not really respected as a business owner. Okay? So we're here as business owners. Now, if this was a dance class, okay, so the cheerleaders class be friendly. But as business owners, we can't be described as being friendly. We just can't. You know? And I always tell people, what is it, nice? Yeah. People, always say nice. I always say nice. I'm not gonna lie and say it, nice because I'm not nice. But I'm very cordial. Extremely cordial. And cordial works to my benefit because you think it means nice, but no, it means I'm gonna respect you and you're gonna respect me. And in order to do that, I do things in such a way that it makes me seem nice, but it's not nice. It's cordial. Like I said about how we have to be professional. You have to do that in such a way that people can understand that you will get the job done, but they will not respect you and disrespect you in the positive. Okay? So remember that about being friendly. We have to be firm. And that's all I wanted to say about that. Does you guys have any questions about the whole maneuverability as a leader? Okay, so here's what we're going to do, our final project for the evening. Take closing and out. Okay, so what we're going to do is, within this hour, we're going to be all packed up and ready to go by the time we close so we can respect what they allowed us to do anyway. But I want you to take probably about 30 minutes time. I want you to, in those 30 minutes, come up here, look at all of these various brands. Okay? Because as simple as business cards are, they are your brand. Okay? This is her business card. Her job business card, she's very happy. Okay? Not her business. Okay? I'm not judging this business card, but she's not her. Okay? I want you to, in doing this, I want you to look for a few things. Write these things down. I want you to look for trends, meaning what's common in most of the cards. Okay? I want you to look for differences. Which ones stand out? Okay? I want you to look for fitness. What fits? What just makes sense? Okay? I want you to look for quality. Because just because something stands out does not mean that it represents quality. We all know that. When you have like a 32 piece, is that what they call it? 32 piece? It stands out. 64-inch, it stands out. But is that quality? I'm not talking about hair braids. Okay? I gotta look at y'all. But you understand, stuff stands out doesn't mean it's quality. Okay? So I want you to look at quality, and I also want you to look at place. Okay? Placement, I mean things such as layout. I want you to look at things such as how it's set up. Like this is a very unique card because on the back of it, it has a whole paragraph. I understand why it has this whole paragraph too, because this card is actually not a business card. This card is a representation of a young man who passed away. Okay, so it's a commemoration of his life and it speaks about him on a thing. And so this is pretty clever. They're understanding that as much as we have business cards, understand that we have to operate outside of understand that business cards are not just business cards. This is a memorial, a memorial. You know, this is something that commemorates something that's great. You use this for a one-time thing, but business cards are probably one of the most inexpensive things to produce. So why not produce a business card for promotional things? Where you can get 500 of them for $20, $5 at Instagram. You see what I'm saying? So what we have to learn, and I want you to do the same thing when you're assessing these things with the project, is when you're looking at these business cards, don't just think of them as business cards. Okay? When you're looking at brochures, don't just think of them as brochures. When you're looking at, what are these called? You know, bookmarks. When you're looking at bookmarks, don't just think of them as bookmarks. Think outside of the box. Okay? Because thinking outside of the box will get you some of the most unique brand, apparel brand, gear brand, promotional items that anybody else. But also see how clever it is to produce a bookmark on your own. This essentially looks like something that they printed out on their own, laminated on their own, cut on their own, and now you got a bookmark. And we all need bookmarks. How many dollars? Those little strings don't work. Right? So I want you to look at all of those things. And the last thing I want you to do, the main thing I want you to do is when you're looking at these, get ideas for yourself, for your brand, which will kind of be the end result that you're looking for as you look at these things, try to see something that's going to be comfortable for you when you're developing your own brand. Okay? And go right ahead and you might take your paper up there so you can take notes, jot different things down. You might take your phone so you can screenshot different things. And as you're up there, feel free to discuss with each other, ask questions of each other. So tell me something about his image.
We want attention.
Yeah, QR code. Yeah, QR codes do a bunch of different things. They can lead you to websites. They can lead you to book. Yeah, they can get you discounts. They can be check-in stuff. Yes, my love. I'm fine. Thank you. I think I can check out. Oh, that's all for you all. So get a batch. Yes. It should be 5 sets with 3 cards.
They pretty often they got the books and things try.
You did say we supposed to get this, right?
Yeah, and then there was still or whatever it is.
What's that?
Everybody in a whole stack, 23 in each stack.
Oh, 3? Okay. Got that.
For the books that are over there, I wanted to look inside the books too.
Yes, right there.
And if you need to,